This week, while President Biden was giving his farewell address to the country, Donald Trump was on social media boasting about all of the Republicans that he has effectively banished from the Republican Party, a list that even included some people, Nikki Haley, who actively campaigned for him in this last election. But that's not good enough for Donald Trump. You ran against him and he hates your guts. So, as the internet pointed out to Nikki Haley, you humiliated yourself for absolutely no reason at all, and it got you nowhere. But here is the absolutely unhinged post that Donald Trump put on Truth Social. As of today, the incoming Trump administration has hired over 1,000 people for the United States government. They are outstanding in every way, and you will see the fruits of their labor over the coming years. We will make America great again, and it will happen very quickly. In order to save time, money, and effort, it would be helpful if you would not send or recommend to us people who worked with or are endorsed by Americans for No Prosperity, headed by Charles Koch, dumb as a rock John Bolton, bird brain Nikki Haley, Mike Pence, disloyal warmongers Dick Cheney and his psycho daughter Liz, Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan, General, Mark Milley, James Mattis, Mark Yesper, or, it's Esper, any of the other people suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, more commonly known as TDS. Thank you for your attention to this matter. There's so many things that are hilarious about this, but I think the overarching theme is, however, this man is mentally unstable, right? If you're only going to take one thing away from this crazy post on Truth Social, let it be that. These are not normal words from a man with a fully functioning human brain. These are the words of a crazy person who is about to become the next president of the United States in just a few days. So that's troubling. The rest of it, however, is actually pretty hilarious. Nikki Haley, as I mentioned, prostrated herself like, I bow down to you, Donald. I endorse you. I'll campaign for you. I'll do whatever you want. And he still is out there calling her bird brain. He also felt the need, as the whole post is supposed to be saying, like, please stop telling me to hire these people. Who's telling you that? Nobody is telling you that. Everybody in MAGA world knows that you hate these people. Like, we could have already made that list without you even saying their names of the people you hate. Here's what this is really about, though, folks. This is not just Donald Trump prattling off a list of people that he despises or a list of people that he thinks he has banished from the Republican Party. What this is a warning. A warning from a very terrified individual. What he's doing is trying to flex a little muscle because he knows that he's got some hard battles right ahead of him. Hell, he's going through hard battles right now. His nominees are not performing exceptionally well in their confirmation hearings. They're still all going to get confirmed, don't get me wrong. But he knows that he has to kind of fire that warning shot to the Republicans in the Senate that, hey, listen, you don't do what I want. You don't, confirm these horrible human beings. Then I'm going to Nikki Haley you. I'm going to Liz Cheney you. I'm going to primary you with the most MAGA freak I can find. So you better not cross me. But every threat comes from a place of fear. And that's where this is coming from. Donald Trump is deeply afraid that he does not have the ironclad grip on the Republican Party that he believes he has. So he has to do this. He has to flex the muscle. He has to put the heads on the pikes, which is what this post is. Look at what happened to my previous enemies. How about more importantly, look at what happened to your previous nominees, right? Look what happened to your previous employees. A lot of them are either facing criminal charges or have already served time, right? The rest of them disappeared off into obscurity. Your lawyers losing their law licenses. So instead of looking at the bad things that happened to the people who went against him, I think Republicans need to be paying more attention to what happened, because it's a far worse fate, to the people who blindly went along with him. That is a bigger cautionary tale than what happened to Liz Cheney. With Trump's upcoming inauguration, the stakes couldn't be higher for the next 4 years. And let's not kid ourselves, things are already looking grim.
One of the first things Trump's planning? An overhaul of AI policies that throw Biden's safeguards out the window, calling them, quote, radical leftist roadblocks to innovation. But let's be real, this is about stripping away protections and opening the floodgates for unchecked surveillance, manipulation, and corporate control. So of course, the right is going to frame this as freedom for technology, while the left waves red flags about fewer rules, more spyware, and zero regard for human rights. Factor in Elon Musk in Trump's corner, and you don't have to stretch your imagination to see how dangerous this gets. The line between truth, opinion, and propaganda will blur completely. And that's exactly why I've been partners with Ground News for a while now. They're an independent app and website, yet one of the few places left where clickbait and algorithms aren't manipulating what you see and hear. Instead, they help you cut through the spin by seeing all sides of how news stories are covered or ignored across the political spectrum. And with their new daily briefing, Ground News makes diving in deep easier than ever. It's quick, no-nonsense rundowns of the day's most important stories from every angle. This isn't just about staying informed. We're staying ready. Knowing what the other side is up to is how we spot the lies, challenge what doesn't add up, and fight for the future we deserve. That's why we're offering 50% off their top-tier Vantage plan for under $5 a month, the biggest discount of the year. Go to ground.news/ROF or scan the QR code right here to subscribe. You're doing more than supporting my channel. By subscribing, you're helping ensure that independent voices like ours don't disappear. Plus, it's their biggest sale of the year. Grab it for yourself, or better yet, gift it to that MAGA uncle at Christmas. He won't even realize you're doing him a favor by saving what's left of his critical thinking skills.